This is getting out of hand. Half my team is gone and deadlines aren't moving. How is this supposed to work?
Hey, Sarah, thanks for meeting with me today. I just want to acknowledge, yeah, things are very challenging at the moment, and I'm eager to look at a way that move forward where we can both achieve our objectives.
Honestly, I appreciate you saying that, but challenging doesn't even scratch the surface on my side. My team's down 3 people, and I'm still expected to keep Coke happy. So, how do you actually see us both getting what we need here?
Yes, and I acknowledge that and just say that on my side too, things are very crazy, and I know we both have big commitments that are going to make a big difference to the team. Um, what would be a good outcome for you from the situation?
A good outcome? For starters, not having to take on extra work because we're constantly short-staffed. I need clear commitments from your side, no last-minute dumps. If I can actually plan my team's workload, maybe we can both deliver. Otherwise, I'm just firefighting every day.
Yes, and I can sense that there's a lot of frustration there and a challenge with that kind of firefighting every single day. What? Tell me more about what a potential option could look like for you.
Honestly, a win for me is simple. No more surprise urgent requests from your side, especially after 5 p.m. I want a single point of contact on Pepsi, not 5 people pinging me. That's the only way I get any control back.
Yes, and I agree that is a potential option way forward. I would like to also just propose some ideas on my side that could help with our workload, that can help us achieve those mutual outcomes as well. How does that sound if we can talk about those now?
All right, that's fair. Go ahead. But if your ideas just add more to my plate, I'm going to push back hard. I've got zero bandwidth for extra nonsense right now, so let's keep it tight and realistic.
I just want to call out what you said there around like extra nonsense. My team are not in the business of doing extra nonsense. So to be honest, I'm a bit frustrated that you've said that. To be honest, I've tried to approach this conversation in a calm, collected way, but I'm personally not really keen on your nonsense for saying phrases like that. To be honest.
You know what? I'm not here to sugarcoat things. If you're frustrated, that's fine, so am I. But don't expect me to pretend this workload is normal or just sit quietly while my team drowns. If you want real talk, you're getting it.
Yeah, and I'm happy to have that like heated discussion and debate now. I was trying to keep this things very civil and see if we can get another outcome, but it seems like you just want to turn this into a bit of a fight, really. And I know this has happened multiple times before where we've tried to have this conversation, and to be honest, it's very frustrating.
You think I like having the same argument over and over? I'm fighting for my team because I have to, not because I want drama. If things actually changed when I spoke up, maybe I wouldn't have to push so hard every damn time.
Okay, look, let's take a step back, and I can appreciate that both of us are fighting hard for our teams, and we both want the best outcome for the team, and ultimately we also both want the best outcome for the business. So let's take a step back and let's just like review this again to get back things on track. What can we do to move forward?
All right, fine. Let's reset, but I'm not ignoring what's happened. For me to move forward, I need actual follow through this time, not just talk. If you can guarantee that on your side, I'll do the same. Otherwise, nothing changes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you mentioned earlier about having a single point of contact for your team. So I'm happy to provide that. So you have a single person within my team. Stuart is probably the best person to be that. So if you've got questions and clarifications around the headcount resources on my side, feel free to reach directly out to Stuart. I would like to ask the same on your side. I think it's a good suggestion that we have two team members working closely together so they can build that relationship. Are you happy with that approach? And who should we work with on your side?
All right, having Stuart as my go-to makes sense. On my side, you'll deal with Priya. She manages the day-to-day for Coke. But if anything escalates, it still comes straight to me. Let's see if having actual owners gets us somewhere this time.
Yeah, so just on that topic of escalation, how should me and you work? Clearly, we also need to have a good working relationship, open dialogue, communication flow, so that we can talk about these things without them becoming big problems in the future. So how should you and I work together? I noticed at the moment we don't really have a regular one-to-one. I'm wondering if just getting some regular time in the diary each week to talk and understand what's going on would be helpful.
Weekly one-on-ones are fine, just don't let them turn into pointless status updates. If we're meeting, let's actually use that time to flag real issues, not sugarcoat. I'll hold you to that. If it turns into fluff, I'll cut it short. Fair?
Yeah, that's fair, but again, I'm sensing a bit of a confrontational communication style from you here. I'm working cooperatively, and I'd like to just build a bit of trust, really. That is never my intention to sugarcoat or waste anyone's time. And I think if we can both commit to that, that's probably a good way forward. How does that sound?
All right. If you're genuinely committing to that, I'll meet you halfway. I just need proof that things are changing, not just promises. Let's see how it goes. But I won't be shy about calling it out if it slips. Deal?
Yeah, sounds good. And again, I'd like us to just have an open communication channel, and also just with, I think both of us have good intentions for what we want to achieve. And I appreciate you kind of being direct in this conversation today, and I'll aim to do the same in our conversations going forward.
Good. Direct is the only way we'll get anywhere with this mess. Let's see if actions match the words now. I'm holding you to it. You can do the same with me. That's the only way either of us wins here.
Yeah, sounds good. I guess just to finish off the conversation, any feedback for the conversation that we've had today? How did you find it? Was it useful for you?
Honestly, it was actually useful. Direct beats dancing around the issues every time. If we stick to this, maybe we'll finally cut the crap and get some real progress. But I won't pretend I'm suddenly optimistic. Actions matter more than a good chat.
All right, cool. So I'll connect with you later in the week. I'll speak to Stuart, connect him with Priya, and then I think we're good to make some progress now.
Fine. I'll do the same and get Priya looped in. Let's see if things actually move this time. I'll hold you to that, just like you said. If there's any backsliding, you'll hear from me fast. Let's get to work then.
Hey, so that was a conversation demonstrating practicing skills around conflicts. Quite a difficult conversation there. As you saw, at times quite confrontational. Got a score of 65 out of 100, not too bad. And actually across the skills that I was practicing around acknowledging priorities, labelling emotions, facilitating collaborative problem solving, I've done pretty well. One of the things I was practicing is this technique of yes and, where you don't dismiss someone's concerns. You say yes and to share your own. I did that a number of times. Hope you noticed that. Didn't really do too much emotional labelling, but I did mention about sort of sensing frustration, and we did quite a lot of collaborative problem solving towards the end. So yeah, in every single conversation you get feedback like this, things you did well, things where you could improve. And then you also get conversation line by line analysis that allows you to identify where you did well. So as we can see here, the start of the conversation, actually getting some positive feedback, did a great job of starting the conversation in the right way. And as you go through the conversation, you'll get further reinforcement around the areas where you did really well. But then also at times where maybe you could have said things differently, you'll also get a specific phrasing that you could use next time you try the conversation. So that's RealTalk Studio, allowing you to build confidence and clarity for conflict conversation.